paradise, paradise, paradise. Every time she closed her eyes.
Here's my key, philosophy. A freak like me just needs infinity. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. I work out when I walk in the spot. This is what I see. Everybody stops and is staring at me. I got passion in my pants and I ain't afraid to show it. Show it, show it, show it. I'm sexy and I know it.
Welcome back, everyone. We have a fantastic match on our hands right now. The second fantastic match of the night, in that it's going to a Game 3. We're going to have Tempest Gaming, formerly Tempest Gaming, I should say, up against Team Gravity. They're now known as Mr. Roboto. Maybe that's just for this match. Maybe it's for all time. Who knows? They've been through a bunch. Chili, Willies, Icy Dong guys, all kinds of fun stuff. But we're back now, Game 3. Picks and bans already underway. Join me again is Moon and Lieutenant Dan Jr. handling stats for us this time.
So I'm noticing every time Mr. Roboto is banning out both the Batrider and Nakomi's Invoker, so they're really trying to make Gravity play outside of their comfort zone. I think they've done a pretty good job of that, but Gravity still brought their bearings back together last round and pulled the victory from what looked like was going to be the jaws of defeat.
Yeah, I think maybe they came into this game one not quite ready for Roboto's playstyle, which is very unique, and you can see it here illustrated.
Already Shadow Shaman and Lone Druid, I'm guessing. Ooh.
Roboto, I feel like it's Josh drafting, man. It's just they're going push. They said, I don't care how else you think this game is played, we're just gonna come at your towers.
Incoming Drow, Wraith King, and Vengeful Spirit, according to Josh.
I believe.
Except that he would have picked Nature's Prophet and what is it? Prophet. What's his signature lineup here?
Nature's
Prophet.
Prophet. He always picks.
Prophet, Vengeful Spirit. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're gonna see Gravity picking up the Keeper of the Light. That's gonna be fun to watch. I like this.
And the reason they're doing that is they've already identified this as a pushing lineup. They can't allow Roboto to draft that. That was what brought them together in Game 1. If not because it contributed to their push, because it denies you probably the strongest anti-push in the game. And we might need to see Nakomi whip out a Tinker this game, too. One of the other strong...
Scepter is extremely, extremely strong. Like, I really cannot stress that he's always been strong in his spirit form. But for him to be able to do that all the time now means that it's not time-sensitive, and he doesn't have to choose carefully when he uses it. He can both recall anybody anytime and set up his charges of Illuminate without having to stand there and charge it, which means he can go around and mana leak people and put people in Atos somebody and put them in position so that they get hit by it, and lots of stuff contribute to the team fight in other ways besides just standing there looking menacing.
So Luna banned out, Viper banned out, and as they take their second round of bans here, one of the issues that Gravity is going to find themselves in now is I think they picked the Coddle, just identifying the push lineup and saying, all right, enough of that silliness. But they've left themselves with a very odd set of supports
10 seconds to go.
These two supports I don't feel go well together at all. There's no stun.
Really?
They have a slow, like Trent Protector isn't particularly mana heavy other than Leech Seed.
Reserve time.
But Coddle obviously will just be giving it to himself.
What's the max channel time on Illuminate?
5 seconds.
How long does Overgrowth last?
Radiance
4.5. I mean, that works well together, but like, if you can get those two very specific things off, what I should say, I should phrase this more carefully. I don't think that they're very good in lane. I think Shadow Shaman...
I think they're very good for the inevitable push that's going to come, no matter what they're going up against. If it's Necro Books or
I'm just wondering if it was
and...
a trick draft from Roboto. It would be really smart of them to play a trick draft where Shadow Shaman works
and then grab like a Nyx here or something.
Yeah, just switch it up. Farm the Lone Druid, play a Radiance Druid, or a more traditional non-rush Druid. Shadow Shaman is a great lane in support in any case. Serpent Ward is great. It'll give you a little bit of push, sort of a soft push into the tier 1s, but then transform this into a farming lineup and say, hey, we're just going to dominate the lanes and take this at our own speed with a nice big lone druid. And then there's an axe.
Or a nice big axe.
That'll work. That is sort of a little bit, I don't know, axe is another great... He sort of plays the same role as Keeper, actually, in terms of pushing down waves, cutting waves with counter helix, so...
Axe also been an extremely strong hero in the recent times, in this season of AD2L at least, and the other competitive tournaments that are going on.
And
I really don't understand why. I understand why he's strong, but I don't understand why he's allowed to be this strong. Because okay, just consider for a second that Berserker's Call lasts 3.5 seconds, 3.2 seconds, gives Axe 40 armor, and goes through magic immunity. What does Black Hole do?
Right, yeah, like 5 seconds maybe.
It's like
4 seconds.
yeah, but he's channeling it. He's not allowed to move or do anything. Meanwhile, Axe with Berserker's Call can move around, he can't be interrupted and have Berserker's Call break, and he can axe people, ask them a question. And it's not an ultimate.
It's a 10
It's 10
second
seconds. It's a Q.
But here's the other thing. If you think about it, you can't even, if you're Dazzle or someone, you can't even BKB TP. Like, what do you do?
No. Yeah, and it goes through magic immunity. That's the part that kind of peeves me.
That's what makes it impossible. Is how do you can't
10
escape
seconds
Axe.
to go.
It's a better effect than Black Hole with less
5
radius, and a 10-second cooldown instead of a 90-second cooldown or 120 or whatever Black Hole is.
Call me crazy.
But we're gonna see a Timber picked up and a Nyx Assassin. We were talking about a Nyx.
I don't think Black Hole is great, but I do like the Nyx here. I like the Axe. I'm wondering how they're going to lane it exactly. You can do a lot of things. You could have the Nyx off, you could have the Druid in jungle, you could have the Druid off, and you could sort of form a tri-lane with those three very nicely as well. See what their last hero
Radiance
is.
ban.
There's a twin-headed dragon on the board. The
Dyer's
PL's
ban.
probably a good ban there, in all seriousness. I think they could have dealt with PL pretty easily. Axe is not the best counter to him, but does do decently against him, as he's not terribly mana
10
dependent,
seconds to go.
and he can sort of just Berserker's Call and
Radiant's
try and
pick.
counter helix him down. OD banned out, and Jakiro is on the board here. I want to see dedication to the hero, and I want to see him taken mid again this time. I think they'll mix it up here. Seems to be a little bit different style of lineup from them.
I don't know. I just really don't understand it. Imagine if Black Hole, if they got a buff next patch to make it not a channel,
10 seconds to go.
gave it a 10-second cooldown, and Enigma was allowed to move around
5
during it,
seconds.
then people would be like, "Oh, gee, that's too OP,"
Dire.
and then he would be picked every game.
I just don't think. Black
But
Hole's
that
good.
already exists with Axe, and people just like don't even realize it. They're just like, "Oh, Axe. I don't want to
All
play
right. In fairness,
Axe in
the
a competitive
AOE,
game."
on Berserker's Call is only 300, and what's Black Hole like 600?
500, I think. I'm gonna
500?
check.
I don't know.
It's a pretty big AOE,
not-
but
It's a
still.
little bigger, but yeah, it's not great.
10 seconds to go.
I don't
40
know.
freaking armor. That's a ton of armor.
5
That
seconds.
It's 1 metric ton of armor. How much does 1 armor weigh?
Reserve time.
Like 50 pounds, right? 50 pounds per armor? That's a ton of armor.
So Gravity finds themselves in this weird situation again where they need a carry. Will they go back to the Life Stealer? I don't know if that's a great idea.
Not for this game. I would not
Doesn't look
suggest
like
the
the
Life
right
Stealer.
setup. Luna's out of the board. Juggernaut could be interesting. OD out of the pool. Viper out of the pool. Who else is there? TA's been picked up. I gotta say, I like Robato's lineup. Timbersaw should be fun. The magic damage will be nice. That'll help cut through Axe a little bit, but I don't know. The rest of these guys are going to be dealing out a pretty substantial amounts of damage.
I don't want to say it, but I actually think Faceless Void would be good here. But I don't like
you're right.
Void.
You have to Void.
Like I don't even like Void. Like anytime I see a Faceless Void picked on my team, on an enemy team, I don't care. I just see him and I'm like,
10 seconds to go.
It's got to be a Void.
cringe.
You're absolutely right. Oh, they're going to go with the Slark.
I kind of like that. I'm happy not to see Void.
I think
I don't know, I
Void,
just can't stand Void.
Looks like we lost
maybe
one.
they wanted to do something else with their lineup. I think Void would have gone better with them. I don't know. I just feel like Slark doesn't go terribly late. And if he's their one source of damage, you sort of want Void to be able to lock down 2 or 3 and
Maybe they're taking a key out of the Chinese playbooks here because the Chinese do take Slark late.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna have to in this game.
Oh, good.
I don't know what else you do, but I feel like having that AoE disable would have
10
went
seconds to
very
go.
nicely with Coddle and Trent Protector being able to just come in right
5
after
seconds.
and restun them.
I guess this
Timbersaw.
is one benefit Black Hole has over Berserker's Call is Slark cannot purge himself out of Black Hole, but he can purge himself out of Berserker's Call.
Everybody get set.
That's what makes it fair, right? Because of one hero difference.
Well, we'll see if they can make it work here. And you know, it might be too that he just doesn't like playing Void. Totally fair. Anyways, to reset
Yeah,
the series for you guys, best of 3 series. We're in the losers bracket of the Amateur AD2 League Season 3 Invitational. It's a double elimination tournament, so loser of this game actually will be out of the tournament. Winner will move on, continue playing. It's basically the semifinals. They'll be up against Mipos Hermanos, so another daunting match lies ahead for the victor. But ultimately playing for $500, which is pretty substantial for an amateur tournament. They're going to just start putting some harass on the bear here. Roboto took game 1 with a pretty strong
30
push
seconds
strat.
to
Game 2
showtime.
going the way of Gravity. Survived sort of a softer push and ultimately just had a lot better late game carry. Won in about 35 minutes. So we'll see what game 3, pretty different strategies from both teams here. I do feel that Gravity sort of got stuck with the Coddle in their lineup. I don't know if they wanted him. And I think that that's smart drafting from Roboto to challenge that. I do think they sort of figured
And
that
they're
out.
off.
So it would be interesting to hear about that after. But either way, the lineups are what they are right now. We'll go ahead and introduce them as people run out. We're going to have a tri-lane
No
up
more
top
bets,
comprised
please.
of Archpong on Coddle. Shithawk will be playing the Slark, and Simon CA handling Treant Protector. Nakomi playing Puck for the 2nd game in a row. Wants to let you know about Taylor Swift. You can find out more at taylorswift.com. And bottom in the offlane will be NyQuil playing up a Timbersaw. I can't say I've seen him play Timbersaw before, so that'll be interesting. Over on the side of Roboto, Shadow Ranger will be on Lone Druid again. He played that in the first match to great success. He'll be in the offlane. Dream's going to be playing TA in the mid lane. Frog down here in the tri-lane, trading hits with NyQuil. They're both just chomping away at some trees. They'll have Louis carrying on Axe, and they've been doing some cool things with these tri-lines. They started out with a Centaur Warrunner farming down there. Now they're going to have the Axe, and Sofu will be the last person in this tri-lane on Shadow Shaman. Oh gosh, wrong buttons. Wrong buttons, last hits. There we go. So, going to be standard tri-lanes. And who do you give the advantage to here?
Um,
He's actually, hold that thought, he's going to catch out Shadow Ranger top, but doesn't have a ton of follow-up. Coddle Blast not doing too much right now, and he's going to save Dark Pact, so.
I think this top lane has a stronger tri-lane for what they're going up against. The Axe in any lane is already terrifying, but add 2 stuns for that, and that's troublesome. But that's up against the Timbersaw. I feel like the kill potential is a lot higher in this top lane, and the shutdown potential is a lot higher in this top lane. They have a much better ability to shut down this Lone Druid than bottom lane does of shutting down the Timbersaw. However, it does look like they're zoning the Timbersaw very well compared to top lane where Lone Druid is already level 3. So I'm not sure. Find out. And to our viewers, if you enjoy the AD2L, you're interested in contributing, helping the prize pools grow, so we can keep doing this, message Rasputin and tell him you want to buy t-shirts, because that's currently not an option, and it should be an option. They'll be handmade by me and Havoc. Well, hand designed. I'm not gonna make them. I could, but I don't want to. I don't do t-shirts.
Delivery.
I can make scarves. I'd make really good
And
scarves.
Shithawk's actually going to dive in here. He's going to find Shadow Ranger. Dark Pack will come in. This could be your first blood. It will be. Shithawk will pick that up. Simon managing to dive through here. He's going to heal up himself, probably wisely, as he has to walk through the tower again.
Oh, so close.
Dyer's bottom tower.
Everybody's extremely low up there.
Radiant's top
And was there
tower.
was
Yeah,
that
tell him
not
you want to
first
buy.
blood? Oh, Axe meanwhile picking up the Timbersaw bottom. Missed that one, but
Yeah. Picked up the timber saw, so both tri lanes get the kill on their counterparts, so that's good.
and
Good start to a game. Exciting. Things are staying pretty even.
yeah, I
Oh,
love
let's
how
take a look
close
at the
it is.
last
It's just
hit.
like everyone feels the timing. They're like, it's time for us to go get first blood. We better dive. So Timbersaw is still level 3, as you mentioned. Lone Druid, full level ahead of him at this point. And Timbersaw is going to have to do a long walk around his lane. He's gotten pushed pretty far up. Oh, poor NyQuil.
Guess what's happening to Dyer's bottom tower?
Yeah, just go tell Rasputin you want to buy AD2L t-shirts. They'll
Can't
they'll
do
be
nothing about Dyer's
full of
structures
Dota
right
fun,
now.
and we'll be at TI4 and Seattle selling them too. Probably not, but I would like to. They probably won't allow that.
Guess what's happening to Dyer's
So
bottom
TP is going to
tower?
come in here. It is Simon. He's going to get immediately sheeped up. There's not much NyQuil can do at the moment. They're actually just going to be able to very simply kill him. Louis in a bit of trouble now.
Timber
He's
might be
taking
able to
right
pick up-
clicks. No.
No! Aggro switched off of Axe, so he stays alive.
And he,
I don't feel like that frontal TP was good. He should have put it a little bit behind the tower there.
he doesn't
Too
have
much
Whirling
stun.
Death. He just picked that up too, so I think with that he might have been able to get it. But it's interesting. This is sort of a new team, Roboto. We've seen them in all their iterations, but with this current lineup, it's harkening back to the original Wingardium Leviosa. I think it's pretty consistent with that
They've been
lineup.
around. Yeah, they've been around.
When they were Tempest Gaming, I believe they had some roster switches from what it is now, 1 or 2.
It was mostly the same. I know they had Frog, and I know they had
Right? Yeah, they had
Green
Frog, they had
and
Dreams,
Talfu,
Sofu was on it.
and Shadow Ranger was on there too. Then, so
Was
I
Shadow
feel like
Ranger?
it's
I feel
pretty
like
much
Shadow
the same.
Ranger swapped in. Louis new for sure.
maybe I recognize Shadow Ranger from most of their iterations anyway, though.
Yeah, I've seen him before, but it's showing very much like their style just from watching this match is very apparent. They like to get these towers down very quickly and be very aggressive. It's hyper aggressive almost. So what's the solution to that? Is it maybe putting Coddle into this lane to keep them off the tower as they've done now?
Down here, bot.
Yeah.
Radiant's
No,
top
I
tower.
don't. I think the best solution is just to let Slark farm up level 6 up here, and then he can totally go in there and start getting some pickoffs on people. He has no points in Essence Shift currently.
Shadow Ranger going to go down here mid. Dreams looking to pick up the return kill on Shithawk. He's going to get very low. One more hit will do
Should
it. Oh, he
die here.
leaps away
Oh,
and
that-
disjoints it. Great play from Shithawk
Wow.
there. That is next level. Holy cow, I thought he was for sure dead, but manages to leap away, disjoint the hit that would have killed him. Great patience from him, not using that to escape, but instead using it to disjoint.
Yeah, that Nyx is also a very good counter pick to Coddle.
And
Lots
Dreams,
of things you
meanwhile,
can do to
does
really mess up a Coddle.
similar play coming out from Dreams
Radiant's
mid there,
mid tower could
disjoining
use a
the
hand.
with her meld, disjoining the puck hit that would have killed her. Puck popped that double damage rune and sends her back to base with about 100 health. So both teams showing how much they want to stay in this tournament here, stepping up their game. And that is 2 back-to-back just awesome plays. Let's see, Nakomi. Nakomi's got the bottle up. Dreams has the bottle up. Axe is going to pick up Tranquils.
He's already got his Blink Dagger.
Jeez, 4 minutes, 30 seconds? Holy crap. with Tranquils. Meanwhile, Shadow Ranger is going to get picked off again here. Slark will pop the ultimate, another kill for him. They're just eating him alive down here. He's going to be very slow picking up whatever he was looking for. I do like that they've shifted Coddle down here. He's keeping himself just out of the lane enough to get some XP.
I don't know though, because there's a Nyx down there, and that Nyx can just pop that Carapace anytime.
Yeah, but it's going to stun him behind the tower, so not a big deal. I guess he does have the Blink Dagger, so
Yeah,
it is kind of a big
but
deal
it's
now.
still gonna hurt. Still gonna hurt. Gonna put him low enough where X could blink in there and probably Battle Hunger for a minute will die. What does X have in terms of skill? Oh, only 1 point Battle Hunger. Max and counter Helix, huh? I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I like Battle Hunger. Level 4 Battle Hunger hurts a little bit. Hurts a lot.
So
it's a
they're-
5-second cooldown.
They're at this point looking to rotate their lanes a bit. It seems like they've sort of... Yeah,
Yeah, they want to come up here and get this slunk.
Does have his ult, so they'll have to be quick on the trigger here.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
It seems like someone should have called him missing. He's in so much trouble right now.
I think he knows something's going on here. Nope.
Oh, he doesn't pop it in time. Good chaining so
I
far.
think he's gonna go down here. Leap.
He's gonna
Oh,
manage to
nice.
get the ult out. Puck's in on the response. TP is gonna come out here. Francois is out of there. So Team Gravity responds, and they just didn't have the damage to dig through him, I think. Timber's feeling strong. He's got level 6 now. No mana boots quite yet, so it doesn't have...
I feel like they would have. Did X get his Berserker's Call off on that?
Yeah, he did. Chained everything up perfectly, but it didn't. He's only got 1 point in it, so it didn't last quite as long as they needed, and he was able to use his ult right at the end of it. It's one of those times you sit there. He must have been stunned for a good 6 seconds and was just sitting there mashing his ult the entire time, I bet. Come on. Let me do it. Let me shadow dance. Let me dance for you.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
And
Them
so, yeah,
dire
this is what they've
buildings
done.
are
They've
tough as
shifted
nails
Shadow
for
Ranger to the
now.
off lane now, where he'll have a much more favorable matchup against Coddle.
The dire best do something
Coddle
about
can
that
keep him
bottom
off the tower, but... And Dreams and Nakomi still just trading hits mid here. Things getting weird top.
I don't think. Well, yeah, Nakomi left for a little bit to go help top, but for the most part, they're just like ignoring the rest. It's like a little grudge match here
As I
mid.
say that, Nakomi, man, they're fighting, chasing in. Dreams, look at that. He knows he was in deep too. Got away with one there, I think. TP's probably on cooldown from just...
I want to message. I want to just like put a message in all chat saying, "Hey, Dreams and Nakomi, there's a game going on outside of your lane." They haven't left their lane besides just for a few moments.
Yeah, we've seen the brief rotations from each, but meanwhile, it's just been sort of a back and forth battle there.
I feel like they don't care about the rest of their teams. It's just
Dire's
personal
mid
thing here
tower's
between
having
Dreams and Nakomi.
And
difficulties.
Dreams, as you'd expect, is winning that lane, has 52 to Puck's 37.
Yeah, the TA is not a fun match for Puck
Dire's
to go up
mid
against.
tower could use a little help.
Now remember, it's, what is it? 3 kills or 2 towers to win
Dire's
the
mid
mid
tower
matchup.
won't last much longer.
Last TI it was 2 kills.
It's 2 kills.
2 kills or 2 towers.
2 towers always seemed
Yeah.
a little ridiculous. Timber saw just dance in the woods over there.
And
Now we're gonna see Puck coming with the
OD,
Dream Coil. Dreams is gonna be able to pick it off, but they brought Detect here, so Dreams will go down.
I remember in the OD matchup it actually went to 2 towers because they had such a hard time killing each other because it was just imprison after imprison.
Like, what does your ult do? Words will
Like there's
be
no
used here
point
top.
taking your ult whenever you're going to be the same intelligence level anyway.
And this should be able to finish off this tower. We'll see. They don't have the Fortify. Slark might get in here and deny it, but that's probably a dangerous move from him. Shadow Shaman will take
Dire's
the
got
tower.
one last top tower.
Some of those were really fascinating to watch. The Windrunner one was, oh my god, that was amazing.
Those went a lot longer than I thought they would,
Radiant's
too. There were
mid
some that
tower's
went into
coming
like
The
20
Windrunner one,
minutes.
the Windrunner one went really, really short because there was a first blood, like almost, I think they were just like level 2 or 3, and there was a first blood, and then She actually bought back, TP'd in, and got the power shot off for the revenge kill. It was really great. And then she died to the tower doing that though, so it was over in like 5 minutes. But it was so good. And the TA one was amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the
just
one I
plays
remember.
were it was like 20 something minutes, but it was so good.
So this is again sort of what Rabato's been doing the entire series here. They've just been pressuring the tower. They're gonna find Shithawk out again this time, doing a little bit more damage now, and Axe does have his ult. Response comes in though. Puck's in with the Dream Coil. Will be able to take down Louis with 1 kill. Should be able to pick off a second one. Shithawk's gonna get a kill there, and they'll be able to pick off Frog as well. There it is. So 3 for 0 coming out. Good response from Gravity, and they know, I think at this point, they've adjusted to the playstyle of Rabato. It's not something they're used to, but they've been doing a good job of responding, Dream Coiling, and then getting the heroes in. They're losing towers again. They still haven't taken a tower from Rabato, but I think ultimately they're going to be happy with that trade. How's Shadow Ranger's farm looking? He's started on his Yasha. And remember, any towers they don't fully kill, they can heal up. So you see that mid tower will be at full HP shortly. They've just left Coddle down here to push out the waves and do his thing. Only level 6. Look at the golden XP here. XP pretty even, just 1,000 on the side of Gravity. Gold actually heavily favoring Rabato, but again with a 2-tower advantage, you can translate that to roughly 1,000 per tower. So that's where a good majority of that's coming from. Timbers might be in a bit of trouble here mid. There's many whelps. They're gonna look to come in on him here. Will be able to. No, he's gonna be slowed just once. Timber chains away. Creating space.
I want to say something, but I know Frog plays a whole lot of Nyx. I don't want to say this, but I feel like this is one of the games where he should be maxing Spiked Carapace because there's so much stray damage going out between Coddle, Illusory Orbs, and Chakrams and stuff like that, that having that 2.5 second stun available anytime there's some stray damage going out is pretty huge.
And they're going to look to this again here, sorry to interrupt you, but you can see Simon coming in here. He's looking for the initiation. He's going to have to walk in as he doesn't have a blink yet. Meanwhile, Shithawk actually picks up Shadow Shaman top. Drop the wards too. That's the panic ward drop. Yeah, I was gonna say it looked like Gravity was setting up to do sort of let them push into the tower and then come in and just ult them in place and blah blah blah, annihilate them. Man, where? I don't even. Okay. There you go.
Hey, I've done that.
Yeah, didn't we just cover this?
I count.
We just covered this. Oh, meanwhile, Puck's in very deep here. He's looking for the bear. Won't be able to find it, though. It has 503 move speed because it's a bear.
Like, who needs Funnick and Trixie? You got me right here. And that... there we go.
Oh, Frog's in a weird place here. They're going to have Detect, but they won't be able to hold him in place. He's taking a ton of damage. I don't think it's going to reveal his invis, too. They'll be able to pick him off right before he's sheep. Louis got a blade mail up. Shows you sort of where this is going. Won't be quite enough, and Shithawk's going to pick up one on the back there. That's 3 for 0. They're not going to find out Shadow Ranger. Well, hold that thought. Nah, he'll make it out of there.
I love Spiked Carapace on Nyx. I think it's the skill that he has that scales the best in terms of its levels. It scales its best during the duration of the game. Well, I guess Mana Burn does, but you get the most out of each point by putting it in Carapace. The others don't scale up very much, just a little bit of damage on Impale. And there's so much stray damage. I mean, you can get the stuns off on Slark while he's doing his Dark Pact and his ultimate.
Yeah. I agree. It wouldn't be a bad idea.
It's so good. Especially if there's a Timber tossing out his Chakram to slow people so he can get away or initiate. Toss that out. 2.5
Trouble
seconds stun.
brewing
It's
at
huge.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh, Gravity
Especially if there's
is
a
gonna.
storm spirit in the game.
They're gonna be able
Which
to
there
pick
is.
up their first tower here.
Radiant's bottom tower's done for.
So Shithawk is
Oh,
getting.
yeah, we need to check on Coddle. Okay, he's going for a mech. He's not going to be rushing the scepter, and I feel like that's the good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only 40 mana? Wow, that's even better than I thought.
Very good spell, kids. And Blink Dagger is up now. I should note that on Nakomi. Frog's looking for the pick here. He's actually going to be able to find it. Good jump in initiation, but Blinding Light followed by the Coddle Blast, and they're actually going to be able to turn this. Louis will go down. Dream Coil being used on Soul Through, and we see a Snare on Frog as well. Probably won't be able to find his way out of this one. Turns around to Impale, but not able to. Another 3-man wipe. And they're just not finding the initiations now. The tides have turned ever so slightly. Dreams has gone Midas.
Towers, you know the drill.
But they just don't have the damage right now. Axe's Blade Mail,
Radiant's mid towers.
and he hasn't been able to find those decapitations from Culling Blade he's looking for.
The tides have turned too much, and the axes haven't turned enough.
Shadow
RNG.
Ranger, he's playing catch up right now. He's at a 6,200 net worth. But after, what do you have, 2 or 3 deaths? Very difficult.
And I feel right now that Robato's actually playing very responsively. Like, they're saying, like, okay, this is going on, we need to go do this. And then stuff like that, whereas Gravity, they're playing a lot more formulaically, where it's kind of like they have in mind what they're going to do, and they're keeping in mind the other things that are going on in the map, but they still are sticking to the objectives that they set a little bit earlier, whereas Gravity's like, okay, we need to, or not Gravity, Robato's like, okay, we need to TP mid because there's some people up there, and there's quite a bit of time being wasted, I think. Puck's sitting here, Invis might go on Sulfu here, and I think he will. And he might go down, he will go down.
Puck
That
getting
blink got him,
way
but
too
oh!
deep there. Wow.
Dream's gonna pick up that revenge kill on him.
942. A lot of money for Dreams.
Yeah.
Now what you want, that's gonna
Blade Mail
finish
coming
up.
out on Tempest.
Yeah, that does. That finishes up her Desolator, so
Dire's bottom tower's getting
gotta
the
remember
business.
those kill streaks start to add up now.
I feel like Nyx and Axe need to be together right now for initiation and follow-up initiation. Axe can blink in there with Zerkers. Oh no! Frogs, no!
He'll be picked off, so Fu on the chase, but no mobility, so won't be able to find him. Shadow Ranger did pick up Sanj and Yasha, so if there were a time to
Actually, I
fight,
feel like I made kind of a error in my judgment whenever I was saying that Nyx could stun Slark with his Carapace while he's doing Dark Pact, because that doesn't work out. Because it just purges it right off.
yeah.
So, I feel silly about that.
But well, Shadow
Which,
Man's
by the way,
about
for anyone who doesn't, for anyone who doesn't know, Dark Pact comes out in like 10 separate instances over a second or 2 seconds or something like that. It comes out every 0.1 seconds. So that's how he can start it before a stun or a hex or something like that, and still purge out of it afterwards.
Well, it has a delay on it too, right? So it's a 1.5.
Well, it does, but it comes off as 1.5 seconds after the cast. A series of 10 purges, pulses separated by 0.1 seconds deal the damage. Each pulse also removes the buffs from Slark. So if he casts it and then half a second in he gets stunned, it'll still purge it.
Yeah.
Or it purges through Hex. It purges. The only thing it doesn't purge through is Doom and Quill Spray. I think. I know it
Quill
doesn't
Spray?
purge through Quill Spray. Yeah, there are only 2 things in the. Okay, also an interesting note. There are only 2 things in the game that can remove the Quill Spray stacks.
And hold that thought as we're going to have initiation here mid on Louis. We'll see
Radiant's
Nakomi's
top
backing
tower's
this off
hurting.
as he took a lot of damage from that Blade Mail. Oh, actually going to get stunned there.
The
So
Radiant
NyQuil was
lost the
not
top
able
tower.
to finish him off. They will do some zoning here, see if they can't take the mid tower though. Top tower just fell. And Coddle, yeah, why did Coddle go out of style? I don't know. I think he's back in.
Just a
Oh.
preference for some other things, and Lone Druid's gonna go down to Slark. I didn't even notice that. And he's got his Shadow Blade, so he can sneak up on people.
Sneaky little Slark.
I do feel like Shadow Blade's not the best carry item on Slark. It's more of a mid ganking style. I feel like an Orchid or a Quick Skull Bash are really good, but he's making it work. So whatever tools he is familiar with,
Yeah,
that
and
helps him get the job done in his own style.
He wants to come in here as Puck picks up a Dagon for that burst damage. Wants to come in here mid. I think they're looking for the initiate. They have Dream Coil in 12. And they're going to have Slark's ult in 13. Might find an axe though early here. No, he just dodges in.
I don't think he wants to go on an axe. That's not going to turn out very well for him.
So he's looking for
Will
something.
go on that TA though would be good.
Oh, he's going to get sheeped up. They have vision somewhere.
It's just the tower.
Oh, the tower was in here.
Seems
But
the
it
tower
doesn't
side.
matter. Big ult's coming out. He'll be able to pick up one. He should be able to pick up Dreams here as well. Dagon comes out, but runs into that wall. Purges it off of himself. Sofu managing to take someone out as well. Shithawk is now godlike with a triple kill. He did burn his ult. Might be looking for Shadow Ranger here. Pucks
Oh, no,
is so
Nakomi.
deep. Wow, is he actually going to make it out of there? So I gotta have that Blink Dagger. Now Frog's gonna go down here.
This is
Genocide from Slark.
You vicious thugs.
Gonna get an Entangle on Nightfall. I'm not sure they'll have the damage to follow that up though. They don't. And
Nakomi
Puck's
going
actually in.
balls deep here.
Wow, Nakomi. Greedy, greedy, greedy. That was a little bit of an overextension from him, I feel,
Radiant's
but
mid tower could use a hand.
they are up 21-4, and I think, you know, some
Radiant's mid tower
passion
ain't
getting the
doing
best
so
of you.
good.
They've had a long night of games, so looking to
Yeah, for
in,
sure.
revel in the win. Well, what is their game to lose, I should say. If we take a look at gold and XP quick, and then we'll hop over to items. XP about 6,000. Gold. they've now
Gold
pulled it
dead
back to
even. Wow,
What's that? I guess-
that is like dead on. Okay, it's 36,020 to 36,150. Wow, 3660 to. Yeah, that is pretty much dead even.
I did
Have
not think it was gonna
150
be
gold
that
lead. So yeah, to finish my thought, there are two things in the game that can purge
Oh, yeah.
Quill Spray. Do you know what they are?
BK, no? No idea.
One of them, time lapse, is technically not purging it, it's just reverting to an earlier state. So that will remove Quill Spray stacks. The other, which actually
Isn't
is
that
a purge,
just
is
one
the...
Quill Spray stack? Wouldn't that be one instant?
I'm
Oh,
starting
sorry.
Pretty
hold that
much.
thought, Slark.
premeditated.
Just killing someone. Alright, as you were.
Well, it depends on... You could get more than one Quill Spray stack in 4 seconds, 5 seconds. But yeah,
Oh, Time-Lapse Weaver. Why was I thinking Void? Okay. Yep, I'm with it.
no.
I'm with it.
Void's
Radiant's mid tower's coming
backtrack
apart.
actually does not change status effects. It's only
Yeah,
the
it
damage
was-
because it works as a pre-heal.
This is why I was like, am I crazy?
I'm starting to think
X is going to go down to Slark as well.
Alright,
And the other is
when
the-
you watch this replay, I apologize for questioning your Slark. I'm gonna take
The
that.
other is the first slash of Omni Slash will purge Quill Sprays. Dreams is also going to go down.
And at this point, it's all over but the crying, I think.
Yeah, sorry
25
for
and
talking
4.
about Quill Spray on top of the fighting going on, guys, if you're watching the replay, but you just kind of got a Slark falling out of control. It's not a whole lot to commentate about. Well,
Yeah,
Slark
it
leaps
is.
on somebody. He's gonna get the Dark Pact off. He's gonna steal 1, 2, 3 agility, and they're dead.
That's basically been the summary of the last 15 minutes here. He's just
There
gone
goes Radiant's
outrageous
bottom
on,
tower.
had no problem with Shadow Ranger. They did really good objective-based. Really good objective-based Dota, and Shithawk knows he's there. He's just tracking people down at this point. Shadow Ranger has to TP. So back to farming. And it's not insurmountable. The gold lead has swung pretty handily. XP has swung pretty handily as well, but they could do it. They are playing sort of a tri-core lineup with Axe, Lone Druid, and TA. They just haven't gotten, I don't know what, they haven't been able to maybe get up next to Puck to finish him off with Culling Blade, but
I felt like there was another bit of Dota trivia I wanted to put out there, but I can't remember what it was now.
is it
Oh, well.
which of the 9 Compendium heroes I have left to get a win
Dire's
with?
mid tower
Am I going to
won't
play
last
after
much
this?
longer.
Which of them are you going to get a win with, or which of them do you need to?
Well,
The first
Oh.
one's easy to answer.
none? Is that none?
Oh, it was gonna be Void, because you were talking about Backtrack. I don't
No.
know if it works the same as it does in Dota 1, but in Dota 1 it worked as a pre-heal, so any damage that was going to go to Void was calculated beforehand, and he was healed by that amount.
Well,
So
that's-
if you were at full health, or there was an instance of damage which was larger than your maximum health, then the pre-heal wouldn't go through, because you can't heal more than your total health. So you
look
can't
it up.
backtrack if you're at full health, and if there's a Lena who's gonna lasagna blade you for 1,000, you have 700 health, it's gonna kill you no matter what. Abaddon's aphotic shield, on the other hand, works as a mixed heal, so it both calculates pre-heal and post-heal. It checks to see if you have enough health to survive, or if the pre-heal can go through. If it can't, then it goes as a post-heal, and it will do both, so that some of it goes through beforehand and some of it goes through afterwards.
I don't see. I'll have to look that up. I don't see anything on the Dota wiki about it. Stacks with evasion. It is subject to chance stacking. Dodge damage works against.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna find
True
the
Strike.
healing
Oh, it works
mechanic.
against True Strike. Huh. No.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
because
right,
it's not an
'cause it's
evasion.
not an
It's a
evasion.
backtrack. Yeah, and it works as it's a pre-heal, so it heals for the amount of the damage that would have been applied, but that does not protect him from the status effects like a silence or a stun or anything like that.
Might have to
So
test
far
it.
as I know, based on my understanding of how Dota 1 mechanics work, if it has been changed, and it might have, then I don't know, because I'm pretty sure I have seen a Faceless Void backtrack a
Yeah.
Light Strike Array and not be stunned by it. And that led me to believe, okay, they must have reworked Backtrack so that it works differently and can dodge status effects now. But I don't really know.
I don't know, man.
No idea.
We'll have to play around
Because
with
that kind of information is not available anymore. All very common in Dota 1 just to have like all those mechanics listed out, but in Dota 2 it's like kind of a secret.
See, if he hadn't been so anti-Void, then we could have seen him instead of Slark, and we might know. But back to the game at hand here. Sort of just a farm fest now. Lone Druid's still trying to work his way up. Slark's still looking for pickoffs here. We might see one, but he's got 4 heroes here. I don't know if he's going to want to do this.
A mysterious force.
We'll back off. TA has double damage. That's going to do a pretty decent amount of work here. Coddle Blast coming in.
I would also like to see more Treant Protectors get Dagons, because you can use items without revealing your invis. You just stand in the trees and
True story, and it's hilarious.
you just... Somebody just gets Dagoned out of the forest. Like, what? There's nothing they
So
can
Panda
do
Bear
about
comes
it.
in here. We're gonna have a blink. Sort of a split up fight right now. They're gonna go and try and deal with Archpong. but
Archpong gonna go down here to
I
Serpent
don't
Wards,
even know if he
probably.
is. Bear
No!
finally goes. Shithawk's just doing
Nyx
work on
Assassin,
Meatballs.
Mana Burn.
Shadow Ranger on the backside probably gonna go down to him. They have
Yeah,
also
he's
2
got
on
a
the
double
side of
damage rune,
Gravity, though.
and it's gonna go out now, but she might still be able to take down that Puck. But she hits the creeps instead, oh no. Oh, I think she wanted to get the hit on Timber, maybe.
Yeah, huge bash there.
Pick a target and stay with it, Dreams. What are you doing?
Oof.
Oh no. Oh, look at that leash. Went all the way back to
Longest
base.
leash ever. So Shithawk just finds 1 there. And they managed to pick up 2. Not a bad trade, I guess, when they defend the tower. It still just seems, I don't know, 26 to 6 has got to be demoralizing. I think it probably feels...
It's a little demoralizing, but kills do not tell the whole story.
Right, when you look at it, they're not as
Especially
far
in pro
behind
matches.
as I'm sure it feels like.
Especially in competitive Dota, the kills do not tell the whole story. If it's a pub game and it's like 6 to 26, it's just a total stomp. But it it's a whole different story here. I mean, TA has a Midas, so he's able to get up some farm here. Way you structure 100%. Wow. Go black and
Starting to think this was
Sakshka.
premeditated.
And Slark has a Gem and Scotty and Basher now, so he hurts. Axe still just rocking. Axe actually went. Probably not a bad choice mechanism. TA has a BKB up, still rocking that Midas. Puck with a Dagon working towards a sheep stick has the ultimate orb. And Timbersaw with a blade mill, probably going to be looking into a Shiva's. Oh, there it is. Picks it up as I say that. So with that, they're pretty much clear to take Roche. There's not a lot of people that can outdamage Shithawk right now. Where was that slope coming from? Oh, the Shivas? Oh, I have Scotty.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure TA can outdamage him. She's got an item or two there.
Yeah, that's true.
No
And with a
Daedalus or
Null
anything like
Strike-
that, but
Null Strike could do it. We're actually going to see an Axe come in here. He's going to find 3, but gets blown up very quickly there. Actually doing a ton of damage to Timbersaw. He's stuck in the wards. Timbersaw gonna somehow stay alive there. Mechanism from the high ground will save him. Shadow Ranger
Dream's just like
taking
going
a
to
lot
town
of
on
damage,
Slark,
and
but
he's
it's
actually
not.
going to go down. That's going to be TA ending that for 1,300 gold, an absolute crap ton.
Dreams was whacking on Slark that entire game, or that entire fight. Didn't target anyone besides Slark. It took him that long to get him down. Oh no, Dreams.
Might be able to meld strike.
For a
and
second,
get
it
one
looked
here.
like he had a lag or something.
Murder spree.
And
Oh, no.
Naomi will be able to finish him off. Yeah, I think he was trying to wait out
He just
the
stood there
mana
for.
leak.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah, he got mana leaked and walked a little ways
What's with
and then
all
sort
the
of sat
scribbling?
right in there, but ultimately not enough. Axe gonna come in, and there, I think,
Oh,
is
no.
the first culling blade of the match. So favorable trade. They managed to get TA. She does go down, but not before taking out Slark for, what was it, 1,400 gold? Yeah, beyond godlike for 1,400. And Puck's killing spree going down for 500 to Axe there as well. Yeah, she's definitely hurting.
Well, then
And
you
with
gotta
it,
take into account her Desolator is going to reduce some armor, and then you gotta take into
Those
account
meld
the armor.
strikes,
There's
side
lots of
blades.
things going on here.
Frog's looking for a pick. He could probably find Coddle, but he's under the tower. Really wants it. Really wants it. I know you do. The
A
gem
stat
was-
I would be really interested to see, but I know is not anywhere on Dat Dota or anything like that, is how many pro games end with an illusion rune spawn. Because so often I see, they check the runes every few minutes, and then once they see that there's an illusion rune there, they don't bother to get it. So almost every game I see that it ends with an illusion rune spawn because it's the haste, invis, double damage. They want to grab that.
Roche is done for. thanks
They don't
to
even
the
bother to go walk over and pick up an illusion rune at 50 minutes or more.
Shithawk's gonna find out Sofu maybe actually gonna get entangled here. They gotta get Axe in here, but he's gonna be stuck in. Sofu will go down to Shithawk. Leap does miss. Puck. There's 2 in the river. Nakomi gonna get decapitated there. Louis on the mark now. More stuns coming out. Has it off cooldown. Should be able to use it here. Doesn't have the mana for it though.
Kill.
Slark regenning health as he's invisible. Now Frog
He's also
doesn't actually
stealing
have
a
the
ton
mana.
of
He'll go down.
agility. Oh man, he stole so much agility there.
Yeah,
And
he
he
was hitting
loses
the
that, right? Yeah, he loses that whenever he respawns.
Well, that would be just totally unfair. Just keep it for the rest of the game. Every hit.
Well, no. I meant whenever he goes down and respawns with Aegis.
Looking
Yeah,
for more here. He's
agility.
gonna find Frog out, who actually blinks out, perhaps feeling the heat on his back.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
I think that fight, I give that to Roboto.
The thing is it says when either Slark or the affected unit dies, the stats are returned to normal. But that doesn't happen. People still had stats lost after he died, and after Shadow Shaman died, then he still had stats stolen from Shadow Shaman. I don't understand if that's not supposed to be like that, or if the tooltip is wrong.
Yeah, I wonder, there's a few things like that where it's not really the same. Yeah,
The tooltips are wrong a lot. Just like on Scotty, it says, I have Scotty can be combined with lifesteal attack. Oh, no, okay, they fixed that. Oh, good. It just says now it can be stacked with lifesteal. It used to say for ranged heroes only, which was not true. It could be done on melee heroes, but they fixed that, so that's good.
Thanks, Volvo.
They're getting there. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Volva.
Slark gonna be looking for a BKB. Probably a good idea. He's been getting controlled in some of these fights when he's visible.
Coddle very close to an axe after he needs about 300 more, and then I think he's going to start having a fun game.
Should be just in time for the next daytime as well.
Are you talking about in-game time or actual time?
Well, it depends on where you are, I suppose.
So it's like what? Wow, it's late. It's 1:30 Eastern time right now. These
you
poor
were up.
teams.
I saw you up late last
I
night
didn't
watching that
schedule-
100,
Oh, no, I don't mind.
116-minute game. God, that was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
no. It was, no, I came in about 90 minutes. Just for a minute or two I saw that. And then I closed out and I played a game and I'm like, alright. And then I came back and then I watched the ending of it.
Every 8 minutes in donut time is... Alright. Unit conversion. What does that make, like, a dog year, 7 years? What does that make a Dota year? In human years.
You know, in the whenever you have server cheats set to 1 on a local lobby, you can actually adjust the day-night times and stuff like that. I did that and I made it where it was
Can you
like...
do sunset, like late afternoon? Golden hour? Is that a setting? For photography?
No, but you can turn off the adjusting time whenever it's almost nighttime if you want.
There you go, that's close.
You can also change the rate at which Roshan upgrades. You know how he gains armor and attack and
yeah.
defense, all that stuff. Every so often, you can change that the timer on that to every second or every half second or tenth of a second.
That's
You can load in hero models that are just count as neutral. There's a lot of really fun things you could do with SV cheats on. A whole lot of fun.
So Coddle does pick up the Agnum Scepter. He'll have that coming in now, and it is day in just about a few seconds here. Come on. And his team...
You can
will be
spawn
getting-
fountains like in the middle of the map.
I've seen that, yeah. We'll be getting healed. Puck has the Dagon up and a Scythe as well. So, looks like they're going to try and take this tier 2 again. They sort of backed off after the last failed engagement. Now they're ready, though. Daytime strikes. Coddle's ready to go. Look at him, golden boy, up on the cliff.
Oh yeah, yeah. Did I already say? I wonder if Nightstalker is going to be starting to be picked up against this kind of thing
Yeah.
in these pushing lineup. Yeah, I did. Oh, okay. I think that would be good. It'd start to put a real use to him.
Look at this. This is the best camouflage I've ever seen. I almost couldn't find him. I was like, where is his model?
Yeah.
It just blends right in. That's so cool. Look, you can't even see him in there. So
I really wish that whenever he used it, that he would actually appear as a tree on the minimap or on the map, just like a plain tree. And then if you try to go up to it and use a Tango or something, it would break his disguise. And he'd pop out at you. It would be a lot of fun.
Wasn't there... I don't even remember these heroes. Didn't you used to cast Beastmaster's Hawk in a tree or something? For a while? And then if you like ate the tree... There's something weird with it.
I don't know about that.
That might have been way back in Dota 1.
I think Treant Protector used to be able to spawn trees that would give sight, like permanently.
Maybe that was it. But then you could like eat them to remove them. I don't know. Someone
Something like that.
in chat will have to remind me who remembers Dota.
And then Visage had the remnants instead of the familiars, and you could have like 12 of them. They didn't do very much damage, but they were there for scouting. You could like leave them
So
over
they're
the
gonna
trees and
jump in
stuff.
here. Nakomi's in. Just hits the coil on one though, and his axe. He actually takes the damage, trying to do some damage to Nakomi himself. Meanwhile, gonna trap in Shithawk here. He's gonna have to eat his way out of that physical damage. Tree goes down. Holy cow! Very quickly. Axe taking a lot of damage, but Shithawk's in a weird spot here. Drums come out. He's gonna dispel. NyQuil's on a
EA
mega
does
kill.
have
He's
that-
got two down
yeah.
on the backside though. Will
Radiant's
disappear.
mid tower's getting banged up.
Yeah, he does have crits up, so with with refraction and all that stuff up. She's doing quite a bit of damage. Desolator.
Archfang gonna get entangled. He'll go down. Frog jumps ahead now. Gets the stun off there. He'll be able to get onto the high ground and TP successfully, yeah. Don't have the stun follow-up. I thought he might have mana burned there. Maybe it was on cooldown to try and make sure he couldn't do that, but probably on cooldown. So 3 for 2, I believe, the trade.
There is a double damage up here, and I know they saw that. Right here, they got both teams have a ward. TA, go grab that double damage, you silly goose. You got a Yasha and a crit and a Desolator. Go grab it. What are you doing? Go grab it.
Frog in a little deep, meanwhile, gonna get blown up by NyQuil. Oh, very low. Nakomi blinks into a bad position, though.
She heard me. She's gonna go grab it now and
wants
turn
to get
around.
up here. I don't think he'll be able to. He could have chased down Shadow Ranger.
No, she's not. Go. No. Dreams, what are you doing?
She'll get it.
No, she's running away. Don't run away from the double damage run. Oh, yeah, you have sight of it. What are you doing?
Saving it. It's okay.
Dreams. Oh.
Oh, that was awesome, though.
Did that 2 hit the entire wave?
Yeah, no, she just, boom, 1 shot, entire wave. 2 hit it.
Oh, yeah.
1 hit to kill everyone. Line him up, knock him down. So taking a look at the golden XP, you can see what's starting to
no,
happen.
Coddle's gonna grab it now. Oh no, he just breaks it. Okay. Dreams, you letting me down. You could have gotten that. I had sight of it. You don't...
It's going back to what I was saying though with the Slark is I don't know if he's a great late game carry.
Illusion.
Okay, good note for anybody who's watching who likes to play mid. You can use the console commands to set. You know how you can find keys to do certain things. There's a console command for set camera position and then to a certain spot on the map. You can. I have it set right now. I have V and B set to. If I press B, it automatically looks at the top rune. If I press V, it automatically looks at the bottom rune. So if you're going around the map and you just want to quickly look at the runes, you can do that yourself. Just set it up. Find whatever key to set camera position, and then find whatever position those runes are at.
So
Daedal is picked up on check.
TA now, so she's hitting for
That's
quite
gonna be good. Yeah.
Slark hasn't seen a ton of item progression recently, but does have 2,000 in the bank. We'll see what he's gonna go for next. He's still trying to find these pickoffs, but they've done a much better job of not getting caught out. Roshan, as you can see there, up in just over a minute. So they might be looking to take that, and that'll help them in this next fight. I think they really need it. Yeah, the gold advantage is almost entirely back. And Roboto did a good job, too, in that mid-game when we were sort of just joking around about Slark, but of avoiding Slark. And really just seeding that bottom tower, seeding a kill or two to Slark, but they did a good job of finding Shadow Ranger some farm. Does have a Mjolnir and a Sanjin Yasha up now, so doing a little bit better.
I do guess the Shadow Blade works pretty well for Slark in this kind of lineup. If it was a Faceless Void on Robato's side, you would definitely ignore it though. For any carry that has a specific way of shutting you down, Axe would probably be the biggest concern in this regard for Slark, but he's dealing with them without having to get a
Should see
Orchid.
an engagement here around the Ancients. I think that they know they're here.
I don't know if they want to engage on this.
Disengage. It looks like they're actually going to come in very quickly. Axe silenced out. Nakomi absolutely blown up. I did not even see what happened there. That was so fast. Meanwhile, Gravity going to go down. 1 down, 2 down. Axe looking for another
Timber,
one.
use your blade mail.
NyQuil's not going to be able to make it out of there. Nyx will pick that one up. Shithawk now being taken to town by Louis, and Frog will finish the kill there. Buyback comes out from Slark. Gem on the deck. Trying to figure out who picks that up. Axe will take it.
Do something about that bottom tower.
Hey,
In a little bit of an
noticing some misplays. Timber was taking a lot of damage there, especially from TA, and he didn't use his blade mail. He should use his blade mail.
really
TA crits herself. She's gonna. Oh, she was already dead. Never mind. He's taking damage from the rest. It's not really that big of a deal then. But yeah, if that TA starts attacking you, that blade mail is gonna do some work.
I don't know why he's bothering to kill these. He's not going to get gold from them. He's the experience.
He's almost level 24. He's like barely. Oh, he's gonna do a one hit short and then wait. He's clever.
See, there you go. So, and he bought back too. I don't know. I think that may have been a rage buyback a little bit. I don't think there was a chance of the team fight. Maybe he was worried about losing Roshan, who is up now. So they should be able to get that at some point. Oh, he's really just got to wait those off. We'll be off in just a few seconds here. There it is. Alright, back to making money.
Sounds kind of weird, but I think Slark could actually benefit a lot from Blade Mail too, because he's got a pretty good health already, and TA is going to be kind of the biggest threat he has. Once that BKB is down on TA, which is going to be the time he wants to be going on her anyway.
Shadow Ranger's going to have a butterfly up pretty shortly here. So
but I'm pretty sure he's going to go for a quick an Abyssal Blade next so he can stun TA through her BKB. I don't know. Blade Mail is so good. Especially when you're man fighting somebody. And that's what Slark does, is he man fights. Or fish fights.
Yeah, I mean, usually you can get him down without, you know, you're sort of an elusive in terms of you get in, do the damage, and get out. But in this case...
Yeah, but if you are being locked down...
I mean, now he's happy.
Yeah, if you're being locked down... If you're being locked down and they have the means to cut through 3,000 health in less than 3 seconds, then your Blade Mail would go to good use. And it's also, it just gives you some base damage and stuff like that too. Not that it's huge, but...
And this is a
you could actually benefit from the armor too.
A must-win fight for Gravity. We already see Roboto closing on this. Shadow Ranger's going to lead the charge in.
Dire just couldn't say.
I guess Blade Mail's not really a 6-slot item, but he's still carrying Drums. I feel like it would be better for him than that.
And Dream's just going to BKB up and say, you know what, come at me. Not doing a ton of damage. He's going to try and blink in here, but should be able to heal himself up once he gets out of vision. There he does. Engagement on the backside. Frog looking for Nyquil. Misses, though. Big play coming out from Simon there. Actually picks off quite a few, and TA's down. This fight's going to go Gravity's way with that. Although Louis should be able to decapitate one. 2 down now for the side of Gravity. Nyquil pops his Blade Mail this time. Oh, needed just a little bit more damage. Might actually take out from this. He will. Usually don't see that late, but double kill coming out from Axe. And just like that, TA's back in the fight, and it looks like this could be the beginning of the end. Louis really low.
Yeah, they were never out of this game. Their resolve alone allowed them to stay in the game, even though it was 26-6.
Yeah, it was good focus, and they just got farm. And sort of the silent partner in this has been Shadow Ranger. If you look at him, he's doing a lot of damage very quickly here.
Dire's bottom ranks ain't in a happy place.
Yeah, I always thought it was weird that the wolf Lycan is a strength hero and then the bears are agility heroes. It seems a little backwards to me.
Yeah.
Bear is actually gonna die to the tower, but a bear can cut through some towers fast.
So 2 lanes of racks and
that quick.
Smoke on out. Full.
So I feel like Slark's probably gonna have to go at this point, Abyssal into MKB if he wants to get something done here. And I'm not even sure if the MKB is the right choice. I mean, there's a butterfly on Druid, and I think TA is probably gonna grab one sooner or later.
What is
But he kind of needs a butterfly too.
415 attack speed on that lone Druid. Just like, where is he? Where'd he even go?
Attack speed, what?
Look at how fast he right clicks people.
Oh, 0.41 seconds per attack.
So fast.
Yeah, attack speed caps out at 400 also. Not really new information, but some people don't know that. And what that means is that you attack each each point of attack speed is a 1% increase from your base attack time. And it maxes out at 400%, so 4 times as many attacks as it would have been before in the same amount of time. So if you're Alchemist and you have your ultimate up and it's, I think, a base attack time of 1.00 and your max attack speed, then it's 0.2 seconds per attack. No, because it's an increase. So if its base is 1 and then he's increased it by 400%, then he's going 500% as fast. So he gets 5 attacks in the time of 1. But to do that, you have to have like 5 Mjolnirs. But okay, agility. Each point of agility gives 1 attack speed, and then Butterfly gives 30 agility plus 30 attack speed. So right now he's got 155 agility. That's 155 attack speed. 215, 295.
If you hover over
About-
the attack, it'll tell you attack speed there. So he's at 0.4 seconds per attack. Attack speed 421.
Right, but I wanted to see the
Yeah, the
attacks,
plus.
like the attack speed increase modifier in it, which it looks like it's at 311, 316. I forgot where it was at. Yeah, so he's attacking about 3 times as fast as he normally would.
And Axe is going to find a pick off on Slark. That doesn't bode well, as they don't have... It was sort of what I called it in the draft. They don't have a ton of damage besides Slark. It's sort of like a single core lineup once you get to the late game, and I don't think Slark is as good a carry as Void, but...
Yeah, if they have a Void, I'm not sure if that would have turned it around for him or not.
I don't know if it would have been enough, honestly, but...
They might not have been as far as they are right now, because there was that point whenever we were talking about how Slark just went like on 10 kill streak.
And that's
They
when
probably wouldn't
Slark's
have had that
most
with Void.
powerful. That's his time, but... We're gonna see a good night, or oh my god, good overgrowth coming in, but just does nothing to Dreams. Dreams does not care. BKB is out. NyQuil's gonna go down there. Axe gets 1. Dreams gets 1. And they're gonna fight.
Oh
to the
no,
end
and they're
here,
gonna lose
but
the Rex.
I think, yeah.
Oh, Gravity calls it.
Didn't make it. The Dire's top
It was a
rank.
really
Some
good,
Radiant's got a case
probably
of
one of the
making
better
it.
best of 3
Dire's mid-tower
matchups
will
that we've
that's a
seen,
win
but
for the Radiant.
ultimately, at the end of the day, Robato's going to take it, showing again some good concentration there in the mid game when Slark was some bitter wins when Slark was most powerful. So they'll take it 26-40 the kill score, but game going the way
Gravity,
of
one of the most prominent teams of this season, and they're going to be out for they're out of this tournament now, right? That was
They are.
elimination bracket.
That's elimination.
Oh, that's sad.
It's unfortunate, but they're very promising future, and it's been so much fun to watch them. So it'll be exciting to see them in future seasons. And it's great to see Roboto, or whatever name they end up sticking with as well. And they looked really good today, I gotta say. Things clicked, and they found the stride that worked for them. So that was a lot of fun. I look forward to seeing many more Shadow Ranger Lone Druids carrying Sanjin Yashas. So thanks guys so much for joining us again. At this point, you should probably go to twitch.tv/AmateurDota2League. Follow us on there and get updated whenever the next matches are going on. I don't actually know exactly when they are. We're getting to the point where a lot of North America teams are playing EU teams. And those games generally take place on Saturdays and Sundays because that's sort of when things fit up. So next games we'll have it's going to be Tempest Gaming versus Mipos Hermanos. That should be a doozy to watch. And For Love versus Youth. That's going to be played Sunday at 12:30 Pacific, I believe. And then over in the winners bracket, we're down to America's Finest and Elysium Gaming. 2 really good teams meeting for what I believe is the first time. That'll be another one to watch. Might be coming to you Saturday or so. You'll have to follow on twitch.tv and just sort of ad hoc find that out. Thanks again so much, LDP, for joining us. And we'll be back probably next week with some more games, although at this point there's not many left. So AmateurDota2League.com to get involved. Come play Season 4 with us. Come play some compendium matches with me. Oh my god, it's 10:47. They went late tonight. That's alright, I'll get one in. Come play with me. And thanks so much again to Moon and our new second Statsman for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and have some fun watching TI4. Oh man, it's not even weekend. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy watching some TI4. Thanks so much for spending your night with us, guys. Catch you later.